A lot of women today act like escorts. If a man has to pay you for your time in order to go out with you, you're an escort, okay? Because us regular girls are not charging men money to take us out on a date.
This is why so many relationships feel broken now. A man is expected to invest time, effort, and money, sometimes without even knowing if there'll be a second conversation. That's not dating. That's entitlement. Men aren't walking wallets. They're people looking for mutual respect.
I know I'm gonna get called to pick me for this, but a lot of y'all chicks be giving Mr. Crab. It just be money, 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 money. Like, goodness, it's starting to give that you don't got it on your own, and that's how you make your living. Now, if you and a man is laying up and you can't even ask him for nothing, or if you do ask him for something and he say no, that's a different scenario. But I don't meet a man and just instantly expect for him to pay my bills, pay for my hair, my nails. I don't expect that. If you want to do that, I genuinely appreciate that. But I just feel like everything is not about money. Nobody even takes the time to get to know a man. Listen, I've dated men with 7-figure businesses and men who will literally pay for anything I want and they will literally pay my rent, but that does not mean that they are worth it. It's really about your intention for me. Like, it's all about intent. So with that being said, y'all have to stop being so greedy and just being money, money, money. Mama, where's me money? Where's me money? Can you pay for me hair or nails? No. Hashtag, it's not just about money. Gosh.
This actually breaks down the reality of the so-called independent woman really well. Credit where it's due, this was said clearly and honestly. And yeah, the constant chasing, convincing, and emotional bargaining, a lot of men are finally done with that.
Women these days act like modern day prostitutes. Stop putting your Cash App online. Stop expecting a man you just met to fund your entire lifestyle. Why do you feel like a man that just met you, who doesn't know you, who doesn't have any responsibility to you, is supposed to pay your rent, buy you a bag, and do X, Y, and Z for you? That is not reality. Get to know someone for them. Stop using people, or I should say misusing people for money. It is so low budget to me. And I know that women think, oh, it is so fly to only want a man with money. How about you stop using men for money, stop being prostitutes, and learn how to actually meet someone that's valuable? And then you're complaining when the relationship don't work or he is cheating on you. Like, are you?
And on top of all that, respect is still demanded. Automatically. That expectation alone raises eyebrows. And when men reasonably step back or say no, somehow they're instantly cast as the bad guy. That flip from choice to blame is what people are finally noticing.
What is the definition of gold digger?
It's just some fake word that a man has made up to down women for wanting a man that's financially stable. If I had to just sum it up, it's some hater. Because have you ever noticed that men that call women gold diggers are usually, they don't have no gold to dig?
That part.
It's like, bro, why you talking about bitches is gold diggers? You make $35,000 a year. Ain't nobody checking for you just for money solely. Like, yeah, I want you to take me out to eat, bro. But yeah, I really actually like you. You make nothing that will change our lives forever.
I mean, my definition of gold digger is a woman who cannot afford it herself, and she's looking for someone to dig her out of that hole or that
Is
poverty.
she financially, like, she that bad down?
She's bad down.
Here's something you notice pretty fast. The moment a man sets financial boundaries, he's suddenly labeled as cheap or broke. But when preferences go the other way, it gets rebranded as wanting stability. Funny how the language changes, but the expectation stays the same.
Y'all want to know what kind of females I can't be friends with? The ones that think that it's okay to use a man for their money. I remember I used to be cool with this one girl, and every time she would try to put me on with a dude that she was talking to, she was like, oh, he got money. Yeah, girl, you talk to him because he got money. And look, I've been in a relationship with a man that paid for everything. Baby, even though he paid for everything and I could get whatever I wanted, Baby, I was being controlled. I don't like nobody telling me what to do, when I can do it, and when I can do it. I don't like that. And I see a lot of these women that date dudes for their money, and they always going through some type of emotional trauma. Not even just that, they're being highly controlled and really can't do nothing. I don't know why so many females think that it's okay to just date a dude because he got money, or everybody want a rich nigga. Baby, I come with my own money. I work hard and make my own money because I can spend it how I want to. Nobody can tell me what I can do with my money. I don't know. It just kind of rubbed me a wrong way. And it made me look at a person differently. Like, this person is really out here using somebody for their money. I don't know. To me, it just says a lot about you and what kind of person you truly is. And the things that you would do to get what you need. So then it made me feel like, damn, like, would you do that to me? Would you use me? Would you use me for my money? Then my thing is, y'all try to make men that work these regular jobs, these regular 9-to-5 jobs, y'all try to make them feel bad. I just feel like a lot of women can't think for themselves. A lot of women be feeling like they want to just sit around, not do anything, and want somebody else to take care of them. I'm that type of female, I can't do none of that. I done did that, done that, baby. I like to make my own bread.
And here's the irony. When a woman speaks plainly and sticks to facts, she's suddenly dismissed with labels meant to shut her down. All because honesty exposes uncomfortable truths. Accountability feels threatening when the mirror is hard to look at.
Fellas, these are, since I gave women 5 to 6, I'm going to give y'all 5 to 6 reasons on why a woman is only with you solely for what you can do for her or provide for her. And speaking of provide, number 1, a lot of y'all fellas got to get out of y'all egos when it comes to women. The main ones that they target, not just the ugly ones, those are kind of the easy ones, but the attractive, successful, and men who are successful with women. Because a lot of men think, especially those men, think that it cannot happen to them because of what they are or what they represent. They think, oh, well, I'm too much of a P or I'm him to get played like that. And y'all are literally lead with, a lot of y'all lead with y'all money or lead with you being a provider, and that's, y'all become a walking target. So for number 1, if she listens to what she's not saying but saying with her words, if that makes sense, if she says stuff like, oh, I like a man to provide, make my life easy, I'm not stressing, I don't have to beg, stuff like that, it sounds good because, yes, a man should be providing for his woman, regardless if you are in a 50-50, 70-30, or you paying all the bills. But what is she not saying with those, within those words? And no, this is not every woman, so don't do that. What she's not saying is, I want a trick, but I'm going to clean it up so I can feed into his ego so he doesn't feel like he's tricking. So she will cater to what you like or how you would feel, pretty much your ego, so you can spend more money. She's always easygoing. She don't never pressure you for anything. Let me tell you something. Women can be a headache to men for the most part. But if she's always easy and happy-go-lucky and pretty much your yes woman, let me also tell you another thing. Women are the biggest tricks for the man that they like. Forget what they say on the internet. Oh, I want a man to do it. Of course they want a man to provide. But they are the biggest tricks. I've said this before and I'll say it again. And even men who have dealt with women or have a good dating history know this. Women, that's not to say that she's spending the exact same amount of money that you spending on her, but she's not willing to cut bread, so to speak. Okay, number 2. She doesn't show appreciation. A woman posting what you're doing is not appreciation. She's just showing stuff to either get validation from other women to rub it in their face, or in case her and this dude doesn't work out, she's signaling to other men, okay, you see what he's doing, okay, if me and him don't work out, I'm not accepting anything less. I know to certain women, they may hear this, well, what's wrong with that? I'm not saying it is, but for certain types of women, hear me out, certain women, they will make it look like it's one way when really it's another. Every woman is not the same. So to you, you're like, oh, okay, that's innocent. But if she has a motive, it's supposed to look innocent so he can have his guard down to keep spending more. Living out here in Houston, you will pick up on that. Or any major city. Now, this one is a bit more obvious. Number 3, she tends to pull back subtly, or her mood changes if you tell her no of what she wants you to do for her. Now, remember what I said, women are the biggest tricks. When a woman genuinely likes you, she's doing it from the heart and not really expecting too much, because she knows her man is going to do it also the same way in return. But with a woman, she's not doing something for you and thinking in the back of her mind, he better do something for me. Number 4 means she is never genuine when she's giving you something. Whether it's her cooking for you, her giving you something, she's expecting for you to come at it 10 times even harder. Number 5. Ooh, this is a good one too. This probably should have been number 1. She uses guilt to get what she wants out of a man. Like, similar to like when a woman starts crying so you can feel bad for her. It's something like that. But or if it comes to like subtle messages, like on social media. That's why I said social media plays a part in dating. Don't think those posts is just posts. That's something that she resonates with. If she posts something like, you know, I want, you would get all of me if I can trust you. You would get all of me if I know you won't hurt me again. It sounds good because it's true for all women, right? But she will use certain things where she'll make you feel bad, like, damn. Let's say you probably did something or said something, and she will use a certain post to subliminally attack you so you can feel bad. And now here you go, almost simping to her pretty much, and doing more for her, showing more showing up for her even more, whether it's attention or doing something financial. And I know it's getting long. Sorry, y'all know I like to be a lot detailed, so y'all don't have to ask in the comments. Number 6, this is a bonus one. She focused a lot on the appearance of the relationship, the good part of the relationship. Nothing wrong with showcasing your partner. It's a difference between being private and secretive. But if she's always showcasing you, but she's showcasing you on what you are doing for her, how come she can't show you off when y'all just chilling? How come she can't show you off when she might be doing something for you? Come on now. Y'all better start thinking. Start vetting some of these women. And ladies, y'all better start vetting some of these men.
Just to be clear, this isn't about all women. Not everyone has bad intentions when a man provides. But some people grow up in survival mode. And when survival becomes the mindset, self-interest can quietly take the lead. It's not always malicious, it's learned behavior.
A woman whose only concern is how much you make, how much you can give her, and just money, just revolved around money, and not asking you, what are your values, what are your traits, what are your characteristics? If that is something that doesn't concern her and it's only just money, stay away. Stay away. She's broke. She's broke, not only financially, but she's broke emotionally. She's just gonna keep taking and taking and taking and taking until you can't take it anymore. Okay, you're wasting your time. She's not the one that you're supposed to settle with. All right, she's concerned about money. And once you lose, if you ever lose that money, she is gone. Just like that. Just like that. Stay away, my guy.
And then there's the double standard. You're pressured to keep giving and giving, but the moment you ask for balance or effort in return, the conversation flips. You get dismissed, mocked, or your masculinity gets questioned. That's not communication, that's deflection.
Women that will drain you financially. It doesn't happen overnight, it happens slowly. It might be easy to think to the men that have experienced this, oh, they were suckers, oh, they fell for it. But I've noticed a lot of men who have experienced this are very intelligent men. So one sign of this is she may seem to have the best intentions for you, but she'll gradually ask for more and more. You'll slowly have less and less. If she has access to your bank accounts, your credit cards, whatever it is, she might even encourage you to leave the house more often so she has free access to that. It's important to look at what she's spending money on and what she's buying and see if it actually adds value to your life. Do you really need more throw pillows for the couch? Did you really need more decorations? And have those open, honest conversations with her. Think about your long-term goals and how she fits into them and see if you guys are on the same page. Make sure her name is on joint credit cards so it's her credit score that's also damaged and then she's also liable to pay that back. And ideally, find a woman that's just frugal in general, who doesn't need the most flashy, expensive item. She probably won't be wearing a lot of brand name clothes or anything that's like over the top. She won't be comparing herself to her friends or peers on what they have based on like objects and stuff. Does she go out to eat a lot? Does she encourage you to go out to eat? Did you do that a lot before you met her? Or do you actually cook and like to eat at home? Yes, your lifestyle does change a little bit when you're in a relationship and you need to compromise, but within reason. If it's all coming out of your pocket, you have a problem there and you need to work on addressing it as soon as possible, because before you know it, your bank account is empty and you're in a bad financial position.
Here's a hard lesson some people learn the long way. For a few, affection only lasts as long as the benefits do. When the value they're receiving drops, so does the loyalty. That's not love. That's a transaction.
Let me get this straight. A man can't text you guys, what are you doing, because you got $2,000-$3,000 worth of monthly bills? I don't think you're really out here looking for like a real man, like an alpha man, a king, somebody who can teach you, guide you, lead you, somebody that you can actually build a foundation with, get some genuine chemistry going. Y'all not looking for that. Y'all are out here looking for somebody to help you. Y'all are out here looking for a sponsor, somebody to sponsor your lifestyle. Because I'm trying to understand, when did it become a man's responsibility to even give you anything during the dating phase? A man is not responsible for your monthly bills in the dating phase. You're not his woman. And what makes you think that a man does not have his own bills? His own responsibilities. That is why a lot of you ladies cannot enjoy the dating phase, because you are out here dating for all the wrong reasons. When you are dating somebody, it should really only be about just seeing if you and this person got a connection. Can we build together? Are we on the same page? Do we got the same beliefs, the same values? Something along those lines. But y'all get so frustrated. Well, he keep texting me what you doing and he ain't asking me how much is my rent and my car note. That's not his problem. A real man is not getting ready to lead with his money. Only an insecure man lead with his money. There is some man that will give you money in the first couple of months, but that's a man that don't know himself. A man that knows himself, he's going to find out a turnoff that you're even asking him for money. Allow that man to give you that good gesture. A man that is genuinely interested in you, he's going to see any type of weight that he can lift off of you, so you wouldn't have to ask to begin with. But if you ladies are out here drowning in your own monthly bills like that, to the point where you frustrated and can't date somebody for the genuine reasons, then you shouldn't be dating. You need to go worry about your bills, get them situated, and then come back to the dating field, because your bills is nobody else's responsibility but your own. As long as a man is respecting you, making time for you, and he's showing you that he is consistently interested, that is all you should be asking for in the dating phase. Y'all got to stop this. Y'all begging way too much. That's dry begging. That's what that is.
And that's exactly why a lot of men are opting out of dating altogether. Many are also stepping away from one-sided financial expectations. Relationships shouldn't be built on sacrifice from one side only. Mutual effort or nothing. That's the boundary.
As a former member of the Dumb Bitch Committee, I just want to say, if I knew then, before I started being sexually active, if I knew then what I knew now, I would have kept my anal cavity closed. I would have kept my mouth closed from giving fellatio. And I would have kept this vagina that I laid on the table to get closed. They always teach us that women need stability. They need a man who could provide. And this was a flaw, because in hindsight, I would rather be with an addict who would risk his life for me and walk down the street holding my hand than a football player who gonna pay all my bills and would easily put out a hit on me and have me unalived if I said the wrong thing about him. Essential, expendable. When I was living in Africa, there was a girl that was unalived while she was 8 months pregnant because the man didn't want to be a father. He paid 8 million rand to have her unalived simply because he wasn't ready to be a father. Wanting stability from men over love and loyalty and protection and to be honored, that's a folly. And it's given these men the wrong idea. And that's why we got a coochie clutching misogynist in the highest office of the country. I would rather have a man who was autistic and neurodivergent as my partner who loved me and was willing to risk it all for me than have someone who had accolades and status who could have me come up missing effortlessly after he's given me everything. Look at how P. Diddy treated. I'm leaning towards asexual. I'm leaning towards demisexual. Cause y'all talking about getting money out of these men is the game, but it's not getting y'all ahead. Y'all not getting ahead. Y'all getting further and further behind. During the last administration, they overturned Roe versus Wade. During this administration, 300,000 black women have lost their jobs. It's time to go back to the drawing board and re-strategize, Pooh. It's not working, fast. Never had a woman as the Pope. Never had a woman as the president. They don't have to respect you to spend money on you. They spend money on hoes. They spend money at the strip club. I need loyalty, respect. I need you to honor and adore me. Just from the way that men were approaching me today, I have a feeling that their emotional intelligence is going to be on a severe decline during this administration. So until further notice, I am removing the for sale sign from the yard and the cookie jar is closed. Lelem Leler Nation, purple ones, rise.
Here's the thing. It's not about what someone thinks they bring to the table. What really matters is how they treat others. And a lot of people miss out on respect because choices are made for short-term gains or convenience rather than true connection. Thanks for watching. If you want access to exclusive episodes and support the channel, hit the join button and become a member. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if this video resonated. Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments. We read every single one. See you tomorrow.